Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm playing video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I'm really excited to go over there and review more stuff from this place. But we'll get to that. Excuse me. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside the truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Well, it happens to be one of my Essinger shirts. I love this shirt. It's such a cool fucking design. Something about it reminds me of, like, really old school D&D or something like that. I don't know. I just think it's really neat. But if you're unfamiliar with Essinger, he is a sort of electronical musical artist guy. Kind of industrial, dark synthwave, stuff like that. I ran into him like 2 years ago, something like that now. Back when he was on tour with a band called Cybertronic Spree, who I'm a big fan of. And dude was one of the opening bands. Never heard of him before. Guy came out. I was super into his set. I thought it was really fucking cool. After everything was said and done, I went up to his merch table. I bought some stuff. Got a picture with him. Seemed like a very cool guy. I really enjoyed his music. Thought it was really neat. So much so, not only did I get some merch, I also got some video of his performance. Said videos are on this channel as well, because I do have an entire playlist of just concert videos. But what am I reviewing for you today, folks? Well, it does beg mentioning that the last time I was at this place, I was also wearing a fancy shirt on top of my cool shirt. Just a weird happenstance. But, folks, I returned back to Boom. It's a thing. Boom! That's still not a name of the place. This is from a place called Student Burger, which is going to end up on two of my playlists. One is going to be my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just local spots, and this is a local establishment. And it's also going to end up on my Burgers for Days playlist, because it's a burger, you see. But yeah, I reviewed this place like over a year ago, and for whatever reason, it's just taken me this long to get back out here. I did, I think, 2 or 3 reviews from that place. I think like 3, because I think I did like their standard burger, their gyro burger, and then like something else. But I was making my way around, and I was like, dude, I got to get back there. So, and I'm also going to mention, too, I didn't know this when I did my original set. Apparently, their food is halal, which is, it's like a specific way of, like, preparing food and stuff like that. It's kind of like Jewish, like, the whole kosher thing. It's just, different cultures' version of it. But anyway, what is this specific burger? Well, this happens to be their PE burger, which consists of Philly steak meat, mozzarella cheese, mayo, American cheese, barbecue sauce, and lettuce. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at this beautiful thing. And I actually asked why the hell they're called Student Burger. Because I was like, why? The guy's like, oh, we're all students. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then I guess there was like the original owner. There was like a thing called like Student Biryani. And, that was like his restaurant. So this was like a second generational thing, which I think is pretty neat. It looks like, can we get it without it all falling out? The answer is no. It looks like this. Boom! Ha 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 ha! It's all over the place. No! It's alright. It's alright. That's tasty. How's the rest of the burger? It's almost more like a Sloppy Joe. Man, oh man. Sloppy Joes are good. Oh, that's good. That's real good. I was a little bit worried what with the Sloppy Joe-ness of it all. I was kind of like, is this going to be, up to snuff? Because I remember liking their other stuff. But, man, that's tasty. It's even got some heat on it. I like that. Super savory. Very juicy. Got some heat to it. Loving the American cheese. I know some people don't like American cheese. Fuck you. American cheese is delicious. You gotta use it on the right stuff, though. That is super good, man. Seriously, I am way the hell into this. Okay. Got a little of the mayo that time. It's nice, kind of tangy. And kind of creates a contrasting flavor against the barbecue sauce. That is super good, man. Where's the damn thing? There it is. Yeah, man. Whatever they're using for their barbecue sauce is really good. Like, it's not like any barbecue sauce I've had. Got a really nice kick, man. Heat just goes right to the back of your throat. But it's not like comically hot or anything. You know, it's just enough to kind of make you go, oh, damn, okay. And it's just really savory. The meat is super tender. Oh, this is fucking delicious, man. This is really good. I mean, I figured, I was like, all right, I hope it will be, But yeah, man. Like I said, with the mayo. And it's nice with the American cheese. American cheese, it's more blunt in its flavor. It's not trying to be sexy. It is what it is. Love it or hate it. Freedom. But, no, I really dig that. And the mozzarella cheese, it's a little bit more, it's ooey, it's gooey, it's a little bit more, I like this, man. I really like this. I mean, I gotta put it down, or otherwise I'm just fucking eat the whole damn thing in front of you. I really like that, man. I think that it's a great mix of super bold flavors that I think all work really well together. The lettuce, I'll be honest, could have been here or there. I don't know that needed to be there. But I didn't hate that it was there. I guess maybe it freshens it up. It gives a little extra texture, I suppose. But everything else, man, like the Philly steak meat was fantastic. Again, just nice and tender, really, really good. The barbecue sauce is definitely my favorite part of it. But then, like I said, I love it when it mixes with the mayo too, so, you get those contrasts. And the two types of cheeses, I think were really smart because I think that they both added something to the overall presentation. I fucking love that a lot, man. Two questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Obviously, yes, and obviously, yes. Albeit with some caveats on the second one. For me, personally, there is nothing about that I didn't love. It was super tasty, super flavorful, and it was bold. It was just a punch to the mouth in the best possible way. And I loved it, man. Like, seriously, and it wasn't what I was expecting. When I saw it on the menu, I was like, okay, I have an idea in my head of how this is going to go. But no, again, it had more of almost like a sloppy Joe kind of thing going on. Which, I mean, again, I like a sloppy Joe. But then, it was like all these really cool things. It was almost like an elevated sloppy Joe. It was like taking that kind of, because it was sloppy as hell. That's for damn sure. But it was, just taking that and just giving you really, like I said, bold flavors and just heat and tanginess and just, I love it, man. I will 100% get this one again. I thought I really liked their gyro burger, which I did. It was really good. But this might be my current favorite. As if I'm recommending it again, I mean, yes, but I will say it's not going to be for everybody. In particular, the heat level, well, it's not outright heavily spicy. It is enough so that I could see it being off-putting if you're just not into spicy stuff. Like, I do think it's got enough heat to it that it might not be your thing. And, typically when you think barbecue sauce, you don't think hot. Some barbecue sauces are, obviously. But, so I do think that's one of those things where, like, if you are considering getting it, kind of keep that in mind. But I think everything else is just delicious and ridiculous and wonderful. So I'm officially going to call this one and say this one is the business. This one is definitely the business. You know I don't use that lightly. Finally, that 5 things before I get out of here, though. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly PE-tastic rest of your life. I mean, nah. PE was terrible. I mean, I guess it was okay. It depended on what we were doing. I had one teacher one time who, he was a track runner, so he just always wanted us to run. And, I don't run. I'm not a runner. Okay? Whereas, comparatively, the following year, we had a teacher who was a school basketball coach. So he would let us play basketball. I like basketball, so it depends. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating, quite frankly, just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, this review is pretty much the perfect encapsulation of what I've said in so many other reviews, which is, and this is what I would like you to do, if you're so inclined. Explore your local food scene. Because that's the thing, it's this is just a local spot. It's not super close to where I live, I kind of need to be going in a certain direction to, pass it, but it is one of those things where it's it's just a spot that I was keeping an eye on. It used to be a White Castle. And when I saw it was going to be a burger place, I was like, that seems interesting. And, man, it really is. It's such a cool thing. And then you get to, partake in that little experience, and then, like I said, I got to talk with the guy, find out about the namesake of the whole thing. It really is super cool. And, sometimes you find some stuff that just blows you away. Anyway, bye.